My dear friends, sometimes the most beautiful songs are the easiest to play. And this song, as a beginner's lesson, is a case in point. It's by Simon and Garfunkel. It's called Bookends, and it's beautifully simple to play, and it's one of their greatest ever songs. Time it was, and what a time it was, a time of innocence, a time of confidences. Long ago it must be, I have a photograph. Preserve your memories, they're all that's left you. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. It's a real head turner, you know. And for those people that are watching me playing it, that are beginning on guitar, don't be afraid of what's going on. The sound, it sounds complicated, but I swear to God, it isn't. Okay. Now, before we go any further, download, if you're new to this channel. I've done this about 4 years ago, this track, and I didn't have any subscribers then, so it's gone relatively unnoticed, you know. Download your idiot-proof paperwork, all right? You'll find it by clicking the blue link below this video. Now, if you don't see it straight away, click the more button, because sometimes the blurb, the description of the song, you know, pushes it down below the the sight line. So click the more button, and there it is. Everything we need to play to do this song, you will find here. Everything I've just played is on here. Most importantly, the finger positioning, all right, which are very, very simple. You can play this with a thumb and one finger if you wish, okay? It's that easy, okay? Everything that you're going to do here, you'll see, you know, anything in brackets, these are string numbers that you will play together. I'll explain as we go along. You people that have been with me for a while will know how this idiot-proof paperwork works, all right? So should we give it a go? Before I go any further, I want to thank you all. Please subscribe, by the way. I never mention that too often, but I'd like you to do it if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel, because there's tons and tons of stuff on there, all free idiot-proof paperwork, okay? It accompanies everything I do for those songs that require it, which is most of them. And thank you for the tea and coffee fund for those people that buys a cup of tea by doing the dollar sign or whatever it is. I'm not very good for all this stuff. But mainly to my Patreon, the people on my Patreon platform who help keep all this free content, going, because you know, that's they're the ones that actually keep all this happening. It takes time to put this stuff together, you see. So thank you for all those people, and share the hell out of it. As I say, it's all free, and the paperwork, once you've downloaded, do what you want with it, I don't care. All right, what's mine is now yours. All right, so let's begin. Capo, 4th fret, okay? Now you'll notice when you look at your paperwork, either on screen or paper, whichever way you're doing it, you'll see our shapes here. There's our capo at the 4th fret, and we'll see our shapes here. Now, very, very, put simply, you will be familiar with the chord C, will you not? We're going to be messing around with things like this. We're not going to be going outside these 3 little boxes, our first 3 frets. Okay, we're not. All right. Look at your paperwork. You'll see that we've got finger 3 and finger 4 in the 3rd fret along. Finger 3 is here on the 4th string, the 3rd fret from the capo. I'm always referring to from the capo. Little fingers on the 2nd string at the 3rd fret from the capo. And if you look below that, you'll see that it says 4 and 2 in a bracket, which means that we're going to play strings 4 and 2 together. Why together? Because they're in a bracket. If they're not in a bracket, you play those strings separately. But it's nearly all in brackets, this, so it's all in little pairs. Now I'm going to use just one finger and a thumb to demonstrate this, just for you people who are not used to picking. Okay, so 4 and 2 together. Then we're going to play 3 and 1, because that's what it says next on that shape. It's in a bracket. So I'll play those 2 together as well. And then the next shape along, you'll see the fingers 1 and 2 have been added to string 1 here at the 1st fret and string 2 at the 2nd fret from the capo. Put that together, we have this. And it says 4 times underneath that, so we'll do it 4 times. Idiot proof, you see. All right. Now, what I would suggest when you put these fingers on, don't take them off again until you've played the 4 and 2 again. All right, because you want those notes to live their life. So watch this. There's the 4 and 2. Then take them off. Okay, we want them to blend underneath. And what's the left hand doing? That's all it's doing. What's the right hand doing? It's playing 4 and 2. You can practice a little pick. That's all that's doing. Put it together. What happens after that? We'll make our C shape. Bring this finger up 1 string, bring this one up 1, and bring this one up 1. And there's our C. What do we do then? Well, it tells us we're going to play 3 and 1 together in a bracket, then 4 and 2 together in a bracket, and then 5 and 3 together in a bracket. Ding, dang, dong. Put those bits together, we've got this. Here's our 4 times from the beginning. Bing, bang, bong. The next shape along, we're still on it. It's telling us to play 4 and 2 together because it's in a bracket. Then 3 and 1 together because it's in a bracket. Forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but and then 4 and 2 together because it's in a bracket. It's important you get the message, all right? Because you won't see anything like this on the internet. It's my way of doing it, but it's a simple way once you know what it is, all right? So this is what we've got. We've got the intro 4 times. Once, twice, 3 times, there's our 4th time, and then to our C. Okay, and then staying on C. So we've done page 1, all right? Ding dang dong, 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 dum dum dum. Don't forget the words just sit over the top of the tune as well. So da da da. So we're on to page 2, what is referred to as like an F6. Don't worry about the shapes names at the top. Just concentrate on what you're trying to play. Now it's telling you to. We were on C. We've just finished there. You'll notice that the shape, these 2 fingers here, have now moved down. This one has remained. It stays where it is. Okay, so it's now here. 3 in a row. Bing, bing, bing. But you'll notice our little finger is on the 2nd string at the 4th fret, which I want you to start with. Leave that on. So we're going to play 4 and 2 with this finger on. And then it's telling us to play 4 and 2 again. But it says underneath the next 2, take off 4th finger. So we'll take that off and play it again with it off. So, and then if you look at the next shape along, it's almost identical, but this 3rd finger has moved up to the 5th string. And it's telling us now to play 5 and 3. And it's in a bracket. So again, play it together. So then the next shape along, we'll put this finger back on the 4th string. We know that because the diagram is telling us to do that. Now a couple of single notes. 4, 2, 4. So 4, 2, 4. And then it's telling us to put our little finger back on this 2nd string. And then it's telling us to take it off. So I'll do that again from the beginning of page 2. Okay, so let's go from the beginning of that page 2. We've got our 4 and 2 with this little finger on, 4 and 2 with it off, 5 and 3. Jump straight back down with this 3rd finger to play 4, 2, 4, 2 with the little finger on, 2 with the little finger off, and then straight back to your C, where we will play 3 and 1, then 4 and 2, then 5 and 3, and then 4 and 2 again. Little pause. And then we will repeat the whole thing again. All right? So we have got this. So now we're on to, where are we? There's page 1. Page 1's done. Page 2 is done. Page 3 is a repeat of what we've just done on page 1. But I'll play it again anyway. So you're looking at page 3 now. You'll notice that it's almost identical. Well, it's identical. And then back to the C. So that's more or less identical to page 1. And then page 4. Again, we've already played this. Now the only difference is on the very last C, you will play a full C like this, and we will go 3 and 1, 4 and 2, and then will there be a pause. Da, da. Then 6 and 4, then 5 and 3, and then 4 and 2 again. All right, so slowly. Time at one, and when the vocals start, you just sing over what he's already playing. Now, I'm not put the lyrics on. It's a guitar lesson, but if you wanted to sing it, you know, listen to what I've just done. Time it was, and what a time it was. It was a time of innocence. See where it follows. A time of confidences. Long ago it must be, I have a photograph. Preserve your memories, they're all that's left you. Now later on in the track, you'll hear he does a little flick, he sort of goes. What's happening there? He's sort of hammering onto the 1 and the 3. And then pulling off by pulling your fingers down like that. So. And also you'll hear a 12-string guitar doing like a little shingly. Now, in order to get that sort of effect for you, maybe a little bit more advanced players, you can sort of go. When you get to this, I'll do that again. When you hit the 5 and 3, just remove that first finger to give that major 7th little, you can just hear that little undertone. Hear that? It just gives that little bit of flavour, and then proceed as we just did. And that's the song. All right. It really is the most beautiful one of all. Now, whenever I've played this, and as soon as you kick off with it, you know, people are chattering in the corner, blah, 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 you know. Immediately you get a head turner because it's such a beautifully pretty song. And as I always say all the time, some of the most beautiful songs ever written are the easiest, okay? And Paul Simon, he was so clever at making really, you know, finding really simple little riffs. They sound complicated, but they're not. Once again, all we're doing on this particular track is moving a couple of fingers up and down. And we can use, you might have seen me using my second finger now and again, but you can use just the 1 finger. I'll do it with just watch one more time. Okay, I'm doing it from this angle so you can see both. I'll do that little hammer bit. It's a beautiful song. It follows on the record. There's a version of that. You look it up, Bookends, Simon and Garfunkel, and just play along with the record. It's identical. What I've just played is identical to Paul Simon. You won't find anything written like this on the internet. You'll see it probably a tab, but it won't show you how you get your fingers in the right positions, which is it's the all important thing. Otherwise you'll be all over the place. But try that again once you've got the hang of it with a couple of fingers. I use two, on this one. But people might say, well, classical players, why aren't you using all three fingers? Well, Paul Simon, he's not an orthodox player. He plays in his own style, and unless we play like him, it's going to sound different. It's like Paul McCartney only uses one finger to flick when he does Blackbird. If you do it any other way, it doesn't sound like Paul McCartney anymore, and everyone thinks you're doing it wrong. So there we are. Once again, thank you for the donations to the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. I've got over 400 videos there, all free, free to share, free to do what you want with, from rock to classical. I'm going to do a classical piece on Saturday. Oh no, I'm not. I'm doing a live stream. This Saturday coming, live stream, okay? Fenner Rob live stream. Anything I've done that you're not sure about, you can contact me and we can discuss it in real time. This one, whatever, anything we're doing. Right, I've got a lesson due downstairs in my little studio in about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. Give this one a go, all right? As I say, did it about 4 or 5 years ago, but didn't have any subscribers then. So it's one you should all do, and it's beautiful. Either it's an instrumental or you can sing the song as well. All right, take care, bye-bye.